Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are doing our weekly island tour. Today we're actually going to be touring this incredible overgrown beach city. It is so inspirational. I think y'all are going to really like it. Today's island was created by acnh.pickleton on Instagram. I actually use their roads quite a bit on my channel, but we are going to be starting the island tour at their entry, and as you can see, we're already getting introduced to the theme rather quick. We have this gorgeous overgrown vibe, definitely very beachy, kind of like rural also in a way. I can definitely tell that a lot of thought just went into the entry. I really enjoy visiting overgrown island themes like this because I want to create something exactly like we're seeing today, but it is really hard to do. Just a lot of thought goes into island themes like this. The tree placement, the item placement, every little detail truly matters. So Pickle has actually made a lot of her own codes. I know the road design is hers and the sand path and also the water code. I'm actually using a lot of her codes on my new island theme. This island is definitely going to help bring me some inspo for my new beach city because it is definitely in the color scheme and vibe that I'm trying to go for. So if you're going for a very neutral, soft-toned tropical theme, this island is definitely for you. Something I really love about Pickle's islands is the fact that she has a lot of thought into every little detail. I love how she has done a lot of her beaches. She's kept a lot of the decor pretty simple, but also kept it really beachy. And again, just all the little details from the dropped coconuts, the placed seashells. I mean, every little detail truly matters on a theme like this. And you can just tell that she really did put a lot of time and thought into the whole decorating process. Something that really caught my eye with this gorgeous island was all these little shacks that she has at the front of her island. And I mean, we do see them a lot also throughout the main island just in general, but I just really love how every single beach shack has its own little themed decor, just its own little sitting area. It's just so incredibly thought out. And then I also really fell in love with this museum area. I have so much trouble decorating the museum. I just feel like it's really difficult to do. And the way that she has done that museum area, I think y'all are gonna really like it. But before we check it out, I just want to go check out this beach area because I'm pretty sure that a lot of these beaches have been decorated. So if you're running out of space for your island and you need to place a villager home, but there's absolutely no other location on your map, this is definitely some great inspo for you and also gets those beaches decorated. I think that the beaches really complement her island theme. And then something else that really caught my eye was this little food item on the stall. If y'all know what this item is, please let me know in the comments because I think that is just the most adorable item ever. Something I also just really appreciated was all these little soft details on the other beaches. It seems like every beach is decorated, and I just absolutely love that she put that effort into the island itself. And now we're back at the museum, and before we get started on talking about it, don't forget that if y'all are wanting to do wider camera photos, you can go all the way up on the handheld camera and then you'll get a wider shot of the location. It seems like a lot of people aren't aware of this trick, and I absolutely love it because as you can see, we just got a wider shot of this beautiful museum. So as you can see, Pickle's museum is just perfectly done. I am such a huge fan of this fenced in area in front of it. I think that honestly really reminds me of the exhibits inside the museum where the bugs are, and I just really love that. Then once we leave the museum, we are greeted with some more introduction to roads, and I just really loved this area. I really was a fan of that sitting spot right here. I just think that is such a really cool lookout, so I will definitely be saving that for inspo. Something I really love about Pickle's work is how she does these really small little walkways throughout every single island that she has made. I just really love how overgrown this path right here is, and I just love the party lights all lined up. I am definitely thinking that this island would just look absolutely incredible at nighttime due to all the illumination. But something else that caught my eye was the safety railings where that sitting area is actually blends and complements those party lights. So I'm wondering how this area is going to look when we get a better lookout from it once we reach that sitting spot. So now I'm gonna head over towards the right side, and we are greeted with this road transition, kind of like, you know, chipping off into the sand. I just think that this is such a really unique area. I love how we have this really structured fence location, but then it kind of gets a little bit more rural. And crazy thing to me is that this is at the edge of her map. There's just so much content and so much greenery that the edge of the map has been perfectly hidden. So I am just in love with that location. Now we're getting up on this incline, and this is actually a location she said she took inspo from me. But of course, just like I say all the time, I swear any builds y'all recreate are 10 times better than mine, because this is something that I never could have thought of. I just love this sitting area, and then how we have this gorgeous little boardwalk way heading towards the edge of the beach. And then here is how stunning the highway turned out. We have all these beautiful green and yellow tones. I am trying so hard not to let any of the items load up, because every time I do camera shots like this, there will be some item loading, so bear with me. But I just really loved how all of this turned out. The castle color that she chose is something I never would have considered using on a tropical theme, but I feel like it suits a neutral color scheme like we're seeing on this island really well. And then something else that really caught my eye was how you could see this little house kind of like peeping out through the distance behind the highway. Let me adjust my camera, but look how adorable this location is. Once you get that wider shot, it is just so lush and green. I can't get over it. I never would have thought of cluttering greenery like this on a city island, but it just suits her island theme incredibly well. So I do want y'all to know that this island tour is going to be a little bit longer than what I normally do on my channel, just because there is so much content. There is just so many places to see on this island, so I just want to make sure every location is beautifully captured. So we're at the edge of her map, and I just really love, again, how she has done all these little walkways. I definitely need to take some notes on doing little small locations just like this. And it looks like we're at the edge of her map, so I'm gonna go ahead and head back over towards that little walkway and go up towards the top right of the map. This island is just a great example. You can have a lot of detail and still make your island really easy to move around, and I just think there is such a great flow to every location on her map so far. And yeah, it looks like we are at the edge of the map. It just blows my mind how much content she was able to put over here in this location. I feel like transitioning from the edge of a highway build is just really difficult to do, and when I'm really close to the edge of the map, I never know how to like transition or add on to the build, and this is such a fabulous idea. I would have never thought of placing a villager home over here, and I also just can't get over how much content she was able to pack in such a small location. I feel like if you are somebody out there struggling with like villager homes or lots of small spaces on your map, this island is definitely going to give you a ton of great ideas. So on the left side, we have a very similar style to the player home, and I absolutely adore how structured this location is. And then we have an incline that goes down to this really cozy small parking lot. I think there is another location by the player home, so I'll be going back over there in a second, but I just really wanted to show you how beautifully transitioned this location is. This is the other side of the highway, and we just have this really cute little detailed cozy area with the scooter and the mini car. I mean, there is just so much detail in this whole entire island. I just can't get over it. The more we keep exploring this island, the more I keep realizing that there are so many items I forget that exist. I totally need to go re-look at the whole entire Animal Crossing item list. Anyways, I just really hope y'all are getting a ton of inspo from this island today. I really do hope it answers some questions that y'all have been asking me, because many of you have been asking for ideas for villager homes, like small locations, or maybe you have like a weird spot on your map you don't know what to do with because the dimensions are so small. And this island truly has a lot of those questions answered. So this next location is actually what inspired me to start a neutral beach city. I think this whole entire location is just beautifully done. I just really love how the transition is also from the roads over here. I just feel like when you're building with a water code, it's really difficult to like transition from it. So this island definitely has some great ideas and how you can have a really nice city core island but still make use of these beautiful water codes that we see all over the Animal Crossing community. So it looks like I was correct. There is a small little location by that player home, so let's go ahead and head back up this incline and go check it out. Okay, so it looks like it's like this little boat parking lot area. I absolutely adore this, and look at that view we can get also from this terraformed location too. It's just so incredible how all these locations on her map are just so full and lush. I just can't get over how much detail she was able to put into this island. So now we're back over by that stunning beach house, and it looks like we're actually near the secret beach in the edge of the map. That is insane to me. I don't know how Pickle does this, but this is now, I think, maybe the third island we have toured on my channel created by her, and something she does really well is hiding the edge of the map. I feel like she does this so perfectly well because the map just feels 10 times bigger than what it actually is, and it's something I truly appreciate. As somebody who constantly is running out of space, I don't know how her brain works like this. I definitely need to take some lessons and ideas from this island. This is also the water code I was talking about in the beginning of the video. We're using the same one on my beach city, and as you can see, it just has this really soft and neutral beachy vibe to it. It is one of my favorite water codes right now. If you want to use any of the codes you have been seeing on this island too, I recommend checking her out on her Instagram. It is linked in the video's description. She has shared all of her designs that she has made on her Instagram feed. I believe she will be also sharing the other designs that she has not made. So if you are interested in any of the codes, make sure you reach out to the creator. So this location here is also one of my favorite spots too, because I think the combination with the safety railing and the fence and just all these sandy colors against the white boardwalk is just absolutely beautiful. And then now we have another overgrown walkway with a villager home. Again, everything is just perfectly thought out and placed. I just can't get over how well Pickle does this. I really love the urban areas transitioning into these more overgrown, abandoned vibes, and that is something that I feel like is really difficult to do. Transitioning from very modern styled city core structures to something that's kind of more rural is something I personally struggle with, and this island definitely has a lot of great ideas for it. The next location we are checking out is actually this really adorable abandoned pool area. This is right below that villager house we just saw, and I just love this location. I really love how kind of nostalgic and vintage this looks over here, and I just really love the broken up tile with all the flowers and weeds. The cardboard boxes are just a really cute detail in there. It just looks like a pool that was very popular during the summertime that kind of just got forgotten about, and I just adore that feature on this island so much. Then we have this overgrown walkway that kind of like transitions behind these little beach shacks, and this is actually that location we saw earlier where the sitting area kind of overlooks that walkway with all those party lights. So as you can see, these transitions just are really flawless and really well thought out. Then we are headed back towards this incline, and this is again the front of the map. We've already seen this location, but I just really wanted y'all to see kind of how this whole area has been transitioning in front of these beach shacks. So as you can see, every location just connects with each other really well. I feel like when you're working with islands that both have modern decor and more rural decor, it's really hard to combine both of these themes together and transition from them. And as you can see, everything just connects perfectly well on this island, which makes exploring also really easy. I feel like when you're doing these overgrown areas, it's just really difficult to make them easy to navigate in, but of course Pickle has made it so it is very easy for us to explore. So this island definitely has some great ideas on how you can transition and combine these rural areas with your more city core like locations on your map. So it looks like we're back at the beach area, and something that also really caught my eye is how she was able to add in these cute little shack rooftops. I think that this is such a unique and adorable feature. Now I know that a lot of people have done these accessible rooftop builds on the Animal Crossing community, but I just really love that she was able to take these beach shacks that she has been creating all over the island and kind of make it interactive in a way. I also really enjoy builds like this because you get a whole new perspective of the location. Just look how amazing that view is when we're standing up here. And then of course, before we move on towards the left side of her map, I just want to show y'all this beautiful water code placement. It's one of my favorite things to do as well with water codes. Just make like these little mini islands. I just feel like this whole location is really realistic looking and definitely some great inspo if you are using a water code as well on your own island. I also really love this little small location by the water code. I love this little abandoned boat over here in the cardboard box. Just these little abandoned overgrown areas. She has done so incredibly well on this island. And then we also have our nooks, cranny, and ables. We're actually near the edge of her map. I also really loved how the broken tile looks in front of ables. I feel like this is such great inspo for many themes. Even if you're not doing a tropical island, this is just really good inspo for those overgrown themes. I feel like these stores are really difficult to decorate with, regardless of what theme you're doing, whether it's a natural or a city island. I just feel like the NPC buildings are really difficult to work with. So hopefully this will give you some inspo if you are in that position, not really sure how to decorate them for your own island. So on the right side of Nooks, we have this really adorable parking lot for the boat. And as you can see, we're actually near where the abandoned pool is. I just can't believe how big her map has felt through this whole entire island tour. And again, just all the details that she has put into it. So I'm actually going to make my way back to that raised pier area, and this is also one of my other favorite locations on her island. I just absolutely love how the water has transitioned underneath the build. This is just a really well done perspective. And then we're hiding out that terraform with the fence item. I feel like this is such a great item because with simple panels, sometimes you can't hide the gap that the terraform makes with those, but the fence is a lot closer. So if you're somebody who doesn't really like how simple panels look against terraform, this item called fence is a really great alternative option. And again, just look how realistic this whole entire build is. I just can't get over how real Pickleton's islands always look. So now we're near the edge of her map again, and we have more beach shack inspo. I just really love all these little cluttered areas. Kind of gives me like storage unit vibes in a way. We also have this really cute little food truck, and I just really love this walkway. This is actually the same location as that beach spot we saw. So we're near the cute little villager home over here that's near the secret beach. So that is this location on her map. Such a really small spot, yet it's so packed with detail. So again, I hope that if you are somebody struggling with small spot inspo, or maybe you just need some ideas to fill in these awkward areas on your map, that this island tour today has given you some inspo. I feel like islands like this are so wonderful for providing inspo for the Animal Crossing community that are experiencing burnout, or just maybe don't know how to transition from these raised walkways. This island definitely provides some good ideas and inspo around that. So let me know in the comment section which area has been your favorite on today's island tour in the comment section below. The next location we need to check out is this spot actually right by the plaza, and this is definitely one of my favorite spots. I absolutely adore these little yards that she has created for the beach shacks, and then we have like a little boat repair station. I just feel like this area over here has so much detail. This is definitely a great idea if you are trying to fill up some weird locations on your map, or maybe you're just trying to get some ideas for like yard inspiration. Don't forget, not just the villagers can have yards, your builds can have yards as well. I think what's left to go explore is near the left side of her map, so let's go head back towards the plaza and go check it out. Alright, so we're gonna go back towards the entry and make our way back up. And again, I just really love all the party lights I have been seeing throughout this island tour today. It's one of my favorite items, so this just made me appreciate this island even more. Anyways, I just noticed that she has left us some presents, and of course I totally missed them. So if you come visit this island, make sure you grab these adorable presents that she has left for us. So after we go through that villager yard, we are greeted with this adorable peninsula, and I just am obsessed with this. I love how overgrown and how beautiful this whole location is, and the fact that she took the time to time travel or wait for a camper to move into the campsite so we have it filled up for the DA. This is so adorable and really well done. And again, I just really love how she has decorated this little beachway. Everything is just really decorated completely well. So now we're again back at the entry. This is the other side of it, and we have this really adorable villager yard. We also have this other beach shack kind of like in the middle of the highway. That is such a unique build. I think I've never seen anyone do that. And then we have like this little miniature garden area in front of the villager home. I think we have now seen everything on her map. I'm pretty sure we have. Definitely make sure you check out this dream address if you are doing an island theme around this, or maybe just need some beach inspo. Regardless, you will definitely find some great treasures throughout this island that we have visited today. I hope that today's island tour brought you some inspo, and let me know again what your favorite location was in the comment section below. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a horrible day.